Today we're looking at the animation errors in the Loud House. And throughout this video we want to see if you can guess, the errors that you see on screen. If you get most of them correct, go ahead and leave a comment down below telling us how many errors you found in this video. Now I am going to warn you, it's going to be hard to find some of these, but we're going to start off a little bit slow. So, number 10. Something's missing in this shot. Now I know this is an easy one, come on. As soon as you look at that, you already know what the problem is. But I'll give you a few more seconds to guess if you haven't guessed it already. This one was so easy. It's obvious that Lincoln's mouth was clearly missing from the shot, and whoever drew this in forgot to do it, or they just edited it out. Could you imagine Lincoln Loud not being able to speak on the show? The show would not be as fun as it is if we can't even hear what Lincoln Loud has to say. And I know that Lincoln Loud is some people's favorite character, so this would shock a whole bunch of people, if he had no mouth. But this is an animation error because we can't see anything there. It's just his bare skin. Guys, we're going to go on to the next one. And this one's a little bit difficult because it has multiple characters in it. So try to see if you can pinpoint what is wrong. Now, if you haven't guessed it, I will tell you what the problem is. If you look at all the girls, you can tell that they all have eyelashes. But one girl in particular does not have eyelashes in this shot. And if you zoom in on Lenny, her eyelashes are gone. They disappeared. It looks like the animators forgot to draw it in. Or they just, got kind of lazy on that part. But I think they forgot to draw it in. A girl has to have eyelashes in a cartoon. And, it's very crucial to draw it in. It can mean life and death. It could be a boy or a girl character. But if you add eyelashes, usually it's going to be a girl. Coming up at number 8, something is different in this shot. It's going to be hard to pinpoint this one, so I'm going to give you guys a few seconds to see, what is wrong with Lisa in this shot. So it turns out that Lisa does not have earrings in the show. It even looks kind of off. A nerd character with earrings on is definitely, it's a little bit taboo. It's unseen to see, a nerd character, wearing earrings on in the show. And she definitely would not be wearing this, so this is definitely something off the wall. This could never happen in the show, and it's an error. Coming in at number 7, this one's going to be really hard, because this is not even really an error, but just try to look and just try to see if anything's off in this house. Now, I'm going to have to explain what's off in this house. You guys are probably going to hate us for this, but if you look at the pictures on screen, if you look at the little picture frames, there is no picture of the family on there. And, in any house, there's going to be a picture of something, not just a blank, thing. So, maybe this is not an error, but, it's just a little bit strange, Something may or may not be missing, and, there's no pictures of the family. There's no pictures of anything. It's just a color on the wall, and that's interesting to see. Now, this is a dirty joke, but at the same time, something is missing. And this is really hard. I don't think you guys are going to make it with this one. Try to see what is missing in this shot. And if you can find it, kudos to you. It turns out that Read Aloud is missing her belly button. I bet you guys did not get that, because this is hard. Everything looks normal. A belly button, but yes guys, she's missing a belly button, which is supposed to be a circle, and it's no longer there. So that's interesting to see. It's non-existent, and it's no longer there. That's a little small error, but it is on this list. We're going to go on to the next one. Coming in at number 5, we got something is added. Now, this is an easy one. I'll give you guys a few seconds to get. It turns out that Lincoln has 2 ears. Now, this is insane. I mean, Lincoln Loud having 2 ears. Does that mean he can hear better? Or, I mean, that's even worse for him, because the girls in the Loud House are very loud. And, you know, making all this noise in one house. I mean, can you imagine having so many siblings in one house and then making so much noise? You do not want 2 ears. Now, if you think about it, he really has 3 ears, because 1, 2 that we see, and the other ear behind on his left ear. So it seems like Lincoln Loud is going to be hearing everything. I mean, he could hear anything across the board, and it's just an animation error. It's a funny one. I mean, how could this? I mean, this may just be frame errors or whatever it is. But this is just a funny one to see. I mean, now Lincoln Loud can hear whatever he wants, whenever he wants. And he can even hear what his parents have to say and what they're discussing all the way down the floor. And that's interesting. We're going to go on to the next one. This is hard. I told you guys this is going to get harder. Try to see if you could find the error in this one. I myself couldn't find it until I zoomed in on a particular place. And let's try to see if you can get it. It turns out that Lenny is missing a boob. Yes, if you look at her breast, she's missing one boob, but she has the other one. So that's interesting to see. I mean, how many of you guys got that one? I mean, I didn't even get this one myself, and I'm making the video. So, you know, this was a hard one to see, and very interesting, very, very interesting. We're going to go on to the next one, and it's also Lenny, and try to see if you could figure this one out, because I had problems figuring this one out for myself. You guys probably guessed this one. Lenny's arm is missing in the shot. This is taboo. This is never, you know, this is usually never seen before in a cartoon. I mean, how could this happen? But, you know, maybe this is fake. Maybe it's not. You know, we really don't know what happened. We really don't know who did this. But, you know, what we do know is that that is funny. I mean, if she chopped off her arm, I mean, how is she going to do everything that she wants to do in the show? I mean, how is she even going to use her cell phone, guys? How is she going to text people? She's not going to be able to text people, and that's the answer. She's not going to be able to brush her teeth. She's not going to be able to use soap. She's not going to be able to wash the dishes. No, Lenny is now crippled in this shot. There is nothing that she can do. And if Lenny is your favorite character, I'm so sorry. She no longer has an arm. And she no longer has an arm, guys. She no longer has an arm to do anything. And she looks mad in the shot, too. Now, you're probably thinking another error in this picture is her sunglasses. One of them's missing. Well, this is not an error. If you watch the actual episode, she loses the glasses, one of the things. And you can tell that she's beat up in the shot anyway, so it's not really an error. So the only error here is that her arm is missing. And if you got that, you're a genius. We're going to go on to the next one. And this is going to be the final one. The finale, what you guys been waiting for the entire time. This one is just insane. I've never seen anything like this in my life. But guys, look at this shot of Lenny. Again, we're going to Lenny. I mean, she's the star of this video today, guys. Lenny. So, let's look at this. Oh my goodness. What is going on here? That's crazy. If you look at this shot, you can obviously tell something is definitely up. I mean, she looks like a monster in this shot. I mean, something is clearly wrong. And if you don't know what's wrong in this, you might have lost the challenge today, because today we're trying to see how much errors we can find in the video. And if you can't find it, you know, that says a lot. But guys, that's it for this video. You gotta go ahead and subscribe immediately if you're not already subscribed. And just look at the errors on this. I mean, the animators, you know, they put a lot of time in this. And, you know, they just a lot of time goes into this. And I see these errors, you know, it's not even that shocking. I mean, you know, humans, you know, they do it. So, again, do what you gotta do.